gone through this a few times, if I've experienced this and I've lost out and I have felt the pain multiple times, my courage grows. Well, for us to do this, for us to buy a house, we're no longer competing against what the seller is asking. We are now competing. We are competing against. We're competing against other people. Man, am I frozen up? Why ain't I talking? Does it look good everywhere, Van? All right, well, let me see if I can get this pulled up over here on my thing, man. What's up? For some reason, I just freeze up. Joy Calvin, hello from Orlando. I think I'm going to Orlando, right, Van? I'm going to Orlando in May. I'm going to go to a real estate convention or a real estate mastermind. I'm probably going to take the family. Go see the mouse. Do you know what the mouse is? Oh, thank you for getting on here. Hey, if you would do me a favor, please like, comment, and share the stream. I've pretty much made the decision on this page moving forward. Most of what I do is going to be talking about building a business. What would you like to hear more about on the morning grind? Would you like to hear personal self-improvement, or would you like to talk about business, or would you rather? What would you like to talk about on the morning grind?
Combination of both.
Combination, okay. Well, I get the most excited talking to people about how we're going to grow from 150 deals, 150 transactions to 500 transactions. How does that happen? How do you grow like that? Do you just come in without a plan and it happen?
No.
Why not, Van?
Because you just don't, there's no organization, there's nowhere, nobody's pointing in a direction, going everywhere. No common goals.
So our show topic, it should not be the GTT lead process. It should be, is that going to get people's attention? What will get your attention more, the GTT lead process or how to grow your company to 500 sales? How to sell 500 houses? See, whenever y'all are doing videos, and don't make the video title a summary of what you're talking about. Make the title of something that's going to grab people's attention. Does that make sense? So, are you watching on here, or everybody in the audience? Here's the codified process. So whenever you guys are out and they're talking to you about how are we growing our team? Okay? Do you know how we're doing it? We're training. Well, that's right. But number one, if you're looking up there, the number one thing that we do in the business cycle is we create a lead. Where do our leads come from, Josh?
Internet leads, Zillow leads, serve influence leads, referrals.
So once a lead is created, there is another step. See, in the past, I never really knew how many leads were coming in. And if I didn't know how many leads were coming in, I could not predict things. So we've talked to a few people, and I think we've really roughly been about 125 leads a month. We need to know that because at 125 leads a month, it looks like that's getting us roughly about 150 houses sold per year. That's what that was translating out to. What are we going to have to do to move the number from 150 to 500?
More leads.
Going to have to have more leads. Got to create more leads. How do I create more leads?
Pay for it.
Pay for them. Events. Open houses. The business cycle helps you guys get more leads. See, there's a business cycle, which I'm responsible for, and then there's the sales cycle. Knowing your numbers can reverse engineer your success. That's right, David Dutton. That was something I didn't even know. Shit. What are you talking about? I just said, dude, let's just sell more stuff. Didn't track things. Didn't know. Talking to people, dude, you only bring in $125 leads a month? That ain't near enough. Van goes to an ISA seminar, and they're bringing in nearly 800 leads a month. They're selling about 475 houses a year. Do the math. Who is willing to spend the most money will win. Number 2, we create the leads, and then we've got to get better at nurturing the leads. Yes, you in the back, Chubbs.
Revert back. Do you think 12 agents can handle that many leads?
No, especially our agents. Our agents, because and the agents are a reflection of me, because I'm not a very good organized, systematic dude, and y'all don't learn organization from me. What do y'all learn from me?
How to sell.
Sales process.
My wife is on here. Everybody say hello to my wife. What are the 3 things I
Courage,
teach you
confidence,
motherfuckers? Do
commitment.
y'all listen? What?
Courage.
Courage,
Confidence.
commitment. Those are the 3 things I teach y'all. That's what I expect y'all to grow. Do y'all ever hear me talk about, hey, let's get organized. Let's get our notes out. I don't do that. That's not me. That's why we suffer. So what the stats show is whenever a lead is created, an agent can realistically handle about 15 of them. That's about all they can handle. How many do you have in your pipeline right now?
1,100.
Do you have 1,100 in yours?
Well, I got access to. I think in mine personally it's like 7 or 8 though.
Okay, now since we have the data, however you want to pronounce it, we know you've got too much. There's so much going on that you can't zero in and pick and sell the 15 people that you need to. How many do you have?
700.
700. Okay, here's what happens when you've got that many distractions. People get out of your damn pipeline. They go out and they buy a house somewhere else. Has that happened recently? That's what happens. How many other people are in your pipeline right now that are looking around? That if you could focus in on them. See, how are we trying to solve the nurture process, Josh? How are
Trying to solve it?
How are we trying to solve the problem with our nurture process?
Having automated things, reach out to people,
That's one way.
making ourselves better at reaching out to people.
What else?
Learning follow up.
What else? Is there one obvious thing he's missing?
Yes.
What?
Larima.
Larima. Hello.
Larima.
Larima. She's in now. We are making her the central figure of the nurture process. Larima can focus on more leads at one time because Larima does not have to do number 3. She does not have to take them and go out and show them houses and put them under contract. Does that take a lot of time? You get a lead, it comes in, you're driving them around, you're showing them things. Does that take a lot of time?
Yes.
How long does it take to take one person out one day?
Yeah,
I'd say at least an hour.
Hour and a
Depending
half.
if it's
You gotta think trip there, the showing.
Yep.
Speaking with them, trip back.
What if there's multiple showings?
Pick out the day if you need
So much chaos is going on. Once you guys leave, you're focused. You need to be focused on who you need to be present with who you're going to go speak with, who you're going to meet. I don't need you. Like right now, it's so chaotic, and we're in the process of creating this where you specialize in a lead that is ready, willing, and able, and you can go out there and work with them. But right now, we're having to do a lot of different things. David Dutton says one central person can manage this better than 12 of you. Do you think you could do a better job of managing this process than depending on all 12 of those people? Noah, where's your notes? Hayden, where are these people? Would it be easier for you just to do it? Should be.
Yes.
Because he's doing a lot of different things. We want one person to specialize in this. Once it's under contract, what happens?
Kindle
Goes
takes
to
over.
Kindle.
Goes to Kindle. How much do you have to worry about something once it goes to Kindle?
Very little.
What? So in that service phase, that's where we're talking about that. That's really where a lot of our service goes from contract to close. There's a lot of potential problems or problems that come up. We've got somebody. Kindle's fabulous. I mean, she's magnificent. She's great at what she does. Okay. Then once we close the deal, how are we multiplying? See, this is a cycle. Once they're closed, how are we multiplying that person into another lead? How?
Referral.
How are we doing it though? How much time? How much attention? When you're not tracking these things like David Dutton said, you can't reverse engineer it. We've got a problem right here. We've had a problem with multiplying our business because we've got a blind spot. We've got a missing structure. We don't have somebody that's helping us multiply our business. That is our past clients. How often are we talking? Hello, Noah. How often are we talking to our past clients?
Not near as much as we should.
Why? Because you've got 1,100 people in yours. You've got 700. How many do you have?
500.
And what?
50.
There's so much going on, you can't even pay attention to the real potential, the real where your potential gold is. So a company, what you've got to do is you've got to fill these missing structures. We brought Larima in, and she's early on in the nurture process, but we're thinking as this department grows, Larima can have like her little person over here, making sure now they can cover the nurture and the multiply process.
Mini Larima.
A little baby Larima walking around here, and you're yelling at them. Chop, chop. See, what I think the problem most companies have is they don't have clear processes, procedures, systems. They don't also, a big problem that we've had is we don't have enough people specializing in each department. All right, here's what we're going to do, Van. I need you to do all this. And then I bitch at you for not doing all the other things in the moment that I thought of you should have been doing. What we need is more people specializing. Why does companies not want to do that? Cost money. Come on in here, Rabbit. Hello, it's the Rabbit. You say it costs money, but there's going to become a point to where you see how much money, whenever you're tracking things like David Dutton has said on here, what you're going to realize is that's not what costs you money. Paying somebody to do something is not what costs you money. Missing out on opportunities is what costs you money. Missing out on potential sales is where the greatest cost is. It's not hiring somebody to do a job. It's what we missed out on. Cameo. How did we miss out on Cameo? If you had to guess.
I guess I wasn't at the right place at the right time.
I just think there were so many distractions going on. You know, imagine if you had, but you did have somebody helped you on that lead. There was some person that was supposed to help you with that lead. Who did you?
I just had someone who was supposed to meet him one day, but they canceled on that person. So.
All right. Did you have anybody else assigned to help you nurture that lead?
No.
Or did you just do it all yourself?
Did it all myself.
See, that's what happens. That's what happens. I mean, people don't cost you money. Missed opportunities is where the lost money is. If you can understand that, and you need people. Too many companies out here are trying to grow, but they're doing everything on their own. And there's only so much. There's only so much that you can do by yourself. David Dutton, Chick-fil-A specialized in their drive-through process. I like to say process. They bring in way more than the other fast food places because they care more. And because they have this amazing process, people talk about their business more, which brings in more business. Hard thing for people to understand, but he's 100% accurate. Outflow. We talk about outflow. What is it that we're pouring out to people? Phone calls. But man, imagine, like yesterday I thought about going to Chick-fil-A because of what David is saying. Man, I can just go over there and get in and out. Get my chicken. I mean, their food is good, but getting in and out is probably more important to me. So I'm like, well, shit, Josh, you got me some food yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Go give me a little jersey. How long did it take to get in and out of there?
It was quick because he ordered it.
I'll call ahead and order. Chick-fil-A's a little too far away, but I would consider going to Chick-fil-A because of how good they are with their systems and their processes. I can get it. Even when that line is backed way out, you can pull in there and get in and out. You go to this Starbucks over here. Does anybody ever go to the Starbucks over here? Does it take you a while to get through? I mean, that Starbucks sucks. If they would pay as much attention to get us in and out as my mask on, which place you go to the other day, Drew?
The one on Memorial.
The one on Memorial. They were sitting there beating you up about your mask, right? How much time did that cost them? in their process.
I don't know, but they had to bring my shit outside.
They had to come. Okay, so they had to come outside to you. That is costing something. Whenever you get, like, if you watch people in the service, they march. What would it look like if somebody was not in blind? Look a little awkward, wouldn't it? Whenever that happens, there's a breakdown. There is time. There is money. Starbucks complained to Drew because he didn't have his mask on. He called ahead, ordered his drink, and they're going back and forth, wasting time about you don't have a mask. I can't hand you this. Or what they say, you can't even come in the store?
Well, I walked up to the counter to get it, and she was like, do you have a mask? And I was like, no, can I just grab my stuff and leave? She said, you gotta have a mask. I said, you're seriously gonna make me put a mask on to grab my stuff? She said, yes. I said, okay, well, you can bring it to me outside because I'm not putting a mask on.
You'd already paid for it.
Yes.
Yeah, see, they're focused on the wrong thing right now. So this is our lead process. You need to know the stages of leads. What is the second stage?
Of the sales process?
Yes, of the lead process. What's the second stage?
Get them in as first.
Yep, create it.
Then
Nurture. Who nurtures it?
Us or Larima.
Larima. Does your company, the way you're doing things, do you have processes set up? I like to say process. Do you have a process? How do you do it? The way we used to do it, it was just, hey, it's like it's just chaos. No systems. That's why I asked that question yesterday. Would you rather have great systems, great sales, great marketing, great operations? What would you rather have? At some point, all of those will become important, or you're just going to be stagnant. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you for watching.